friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee, and today I want to go over my Azure haul with you. I am 33 weeks pregnant, which means I'm in my 8th month of pregnancy. Definitely bumping these days, and also very warm. The heat has been brutal. I am preparing for postpartum. Once this baby comes, I know, even without having to be told, that everything is going to change. My whole life is going to be different, and everything that I knew, all the systems I've had in place, I want to set myself up the absolute best I can for success. And so I am starting to think about what might I need, what aren't I going to want to deal with, those kinds of questions. And so I definitely am putting in an Azure order every month. I'm going to put in, this is the July order, I'm going to put in an August order, and then I'll have to see where the dates fall on whether or not I'll put in a September order. I may put it in anyway and have my parents pick it up. I've not decided yet. Just to make sure that I have everything that we need and I'm not having to think about it or worry about it, at least for a few months. So there are a few things here. This is not a very large order. That's why I do it every month. My Azure drop is not terribly far from me. It's not very inconvenient to get it. My parents also help me pick it up a lot of the time. And so I'm able to do these smaller hauls, which works out better for me financially. It makes me feel like it's kind of spread out more. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Azure Standard is a company that offers a lot of organic, non-GMO, some raw, unpasteurized products for very affordable prices. And the reason that the prices are so affordable is because they have very low overhead, because they do not have physical stores. You actually physically go to a drop location where a very large truck has your drops orders as well as other drops. They have like a route that they take, and they have all your stuff. You go, you help unload the truck, and you go home with your goodies. And it's great for forming community. I actually just met a woman at my drop today who was asking me questions about raw milk, and I was able to give her some recommendations based on the farms that I know locally. And it's just great for building community, meeting other like-minded people, and getting really great products for usually a great price. I will be the first to say that sometimes Azure's prices are not competitive compared to other local grocery store prices. So do your own research when you're shopping, as I'm sure if you're frugal you already do. But anyway, moving on. I want to talk about what I have here today. Oh, actually, I have a funny little clip that happened today after the drop. I'm going to include that. So anytime I do an Azure pickup, I always stop and go to my parents' house, and I bring Benny so that he can play with their dog, and the Azure drop is out by them, so it just makes sense for me to stop over here. And the reason I'm talking to you about this is because I'm outside visiting with the chickens, and Benny's out there with me, and I look over and he's rolling around. He often rolls around on the ground. I think it feels good on like his skin, so I didn't think anything of it. And then I look over again a couple minutes later, and he is covered in poop. I don't know, his poop, my parents' dog's poop, some other animal's poop, no idea, but he is covered in poop. And then he comes over to me, and I'm trying not to throw up because he smells so bad. So then he knows that I'm gonna hose him off, and he hates the hose. So he proceeds to run away from me, and I proceed to chase him while 8 months pregnant, and it's 92 degrees today. Catch him, hose him off. We're both very angry with each other. Yeah, so today has been an adventure. Benny and I are not on speaking terms at the moment. He is laying in his bed pouting at the moment. I'm mad at him for rolling in poop, and he's mad at me for spraying him off with the hose. So we're not friends at the moment. That was rough. Okay, so we're gonna start with beverages because I have a lot going on right now with bevies. So first, I purchased this Redmond Re-Lyte Hydration. I got the strawberry lemonade flavor because I've been craving lemonade. Strawberry lemonade sounded really good to me. The reason I purchased this is because I love water. I have no problem drinking plain water, room temperature, cold, iced, doesn't matter to me. I love water. It's not been doing it for me. I think it's because it's so hot. I think I just am needing a little something extra. So this is a source of electrolytes, and it's from the Redmond company, which I love. Redmond Real Salt is the company I get my salt from. It's that same company that makes the Re-Lyte Hydration. So I already have tried this. I tried it at my parents' and I did film it. Here's that clip. Okay, I hope I like it. It's fine. I don't often flavor my water, so I kind of figured it didn't matter what I got or what flavor I got. I was gonna be like, because I just love plain water so much, but it's subtle. It's not really in your face. I was afraid it was gonna taste like medicine-y and like really strong. It doesn't. So that's good. I think we're good. I do also have my prices right here. I love watching other people's Azure hauls because I like getting ideas for different products. So I've since finished that water that you just saw from my parents, and I actually ended up really liking it, and I do think that this was what I needed. So I do recommend so far, based on the one serving. This is a 6.7 ounce container. You just do 1 scoop per 16 to 18 ounces. And so this should last a little while. I'm trying to see where it says. There's 30 servings, so this would be good for about a month if you did 1 a day, and it was $22.68. I have yet to find any sort of hydration powder or anything that is cheap. They're all pretty expensive, but I'm excited to have it, and I think that's great. Next, I have, this is organic Concord grape juice. I used to get this from a local farm. I don't anymore, and I ran out of that, so I needed to get more. This is 32 ounces, and it was $8.26. What I do with my grape juice is flavor my kombucha. So I brew my own kombucha. That's what this is here. His name is Larry. And I absolutely love kombucha. I drink it every single morning with my breakfast. It's great for your gut health, has all sorts of good stuff in it. And after it's done brewing and I pour it into the container that I store it in, I add grape juice. I like my kombucha to be grape flavored. There's so many different ways that you can do it. But I've been just drinking it plain because I was out of grape juice. So I'm really excited to have flavored kombucha again. Here I have a 32 ounce container of apple cider vinegar. I use apple cider vinegar for a lot of things in a lot of recipes and whatnot, but really mostly what I use it for is I mix it in with my kombucha in the morning, and it's great. It aids in digestion and is really, really good for you. And the apple cider vinegar is $4.66 for the 32 ounce glass. I think this is as big as they go while still being glass. That's why I get this size. From there, I think when you go bigger, they are plastic. Now here I have pineapple juice and cranberry juice. Both of these are organic. The pineapple juice is $8.96, and the cranberry juice, wow, is $13.56. That was expensive. Both 32 ounce glass. All 3 of these are 32 ounce glass. What these are for, my doula has told me to go ahead and start drinking red raspberry leaf tea, and I'm just not into hot drinks right now because it's so hot being in July. And so I was making it iced just with honey, and it was fine, but I wasn't excited to drink it. So I saw a reel on Instagram about doing iced red raspberry leaf tea with pineapple and cranberry, and I guess it's just like delish. And I definitely don't think it'll hurt in terms of me trying to stay hydrated to have a little bit of juice. Obviously not a lot, but a little bit of juice, organic juice, in my rotation for what I'm drinking. So that's what this is for. So I got a lot of bevy stuff going on here. I just wanted to talk about all of that. I've been really anxiously awaiting this order, so I think that I'm going to be feeling much better hydrated here in the coming weeks having these things. moving on from that into more foodstuffs, I'm so stubborn. So here I have an Italian seasoning mix. This is 4 ounces of Italian seasoning, and it was only $4.22 from Azure. And I have been putting it off and putting it off because I keep saying that should be something that you can make yourself. That should be something that you can make yourself. I'm not going to do that right now. I am not making my own Italian seasoning mix at the moment. It's just not happening. So finally, I told my stubborn self, just buy it, because there's recipes that I haven't been making because I don't have any Italian seasoning mix and I really want it for these recipes. And so finally I have Italian seasoning mix. $4.22 for this size bag is not bad. I don't know why I was fighting it so hard. Next, I don't think I'm going to be doing very much canning this year. I thought maybe I would still, but the closer we get to my due date, the less likely I think that is. And so with that being said, I still need, like, tomato products come to mind because I do a lot of canning. Tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, things like that, salsas and whatnot, tomato products. And so, okay, if I'm not going to can them, I still need them. I'm still going to cook with them. So the solution for me is to get them from Azure. This is a product that I really like. I've been buying it for years. I just want to say quickly, I've never bought the Italian seasoning mix. I've never bought the hydration electrolyte powder. I've never bought these 3 drinks. I've been buying the apple cider vinegar for years. I've been buying these tomato products that we're about to talk about for years. I just want to give that disclaimer. Certain things I can absolutely recommend beyond a shadow of a doubt. Others are new to me, so I just wanted to make that statement. But these are strained tomatoes, which are basically just like a pure tomato sauce. And this is a 6-pack. They are 24 ounces each. They're glass. And this is $22.97, which is steep. I mean, canning your own tomato products really does save you money, but it is what it is. We need tomato sauce. So I buy one of these every order, and it ends up accumulating, and I end up having enough to get me through the winter time mostly. Very much recommend, love these. And then I also have the same exact brand. This is the Bio Natura brand. I'll have all this linked in the description. This is the tomato paste. I love their tomato paste. I use it a lot in cooking, and their tomato paste is really nice and thick, and it's great for thickening up sauces and soups and things like that. And I believe both of these are organic. This definitely is. Are these organic? I'm pretty sure that the sauces are organic. Oh yeah, it says right here organic. Yes, so both of these are organic. Excellent products. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So they're not in plastic like the strained tomatoes, but this does come as a set. This was a 3-pack, and it was $8.93 for 3 7-ounce jars. Something else that's new to me, I've been trying Azure's butters. They have multiple different types. They come in different quantities, all sorts of different butters, and I've just been trying them all, getting a different one every time to see what I really like. I haven't found one yet that I don't like. This one's new. So this is a 2-pound block of butter. It's the Minerva Dairy brand. I've never purchased it before. It's not organic, but it does say that it is pasture raised, and that it's a family farm. 6 generations they've been doing this. And it is a pasteurized product, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what compelled me to pick this one. Maybe the price. Let's see what the price was on this. 2 pounds of butter for $17.32. So I'm excited to try it. And I've just been buying Wegmans brand butter in the meantime. I'm behind on butter. I don't have any stored up at all. I'm definitely going to need to buy more before the baby comes. I use a lot of butter. Can't wait for the day that I can make my own with my own cow's cream. But for now, this is what we've got, and I'm excited to try it. Next, something that I have definitely purchased many times is cheese. So every order, I get a 5-pound block of cheese from Azure. This is an organic Monterey Jack cheese. So just know that it's a 5-pound block, but every block is around 5 pounds. and they determine your price based on which one they pick for you. So this is actually 5.77 pounds. So this is closer to 6 pounds. And I paid $43.53 for this. I get a different one every time. This is Monterey Jack. I think last time I got white cheddar. Some of them are pasteurized, some of them are not. This one, it's organic, but it's also pasteurized. This is not a raw cheese. The raw ones are so expensive. So I get one of these every time, and I have had the Monterey Jack one, can recommend. Moving on, I got another ketchup. This was just an organic ketchup, Azure brand. What was the price on this? $4.12. It was 38 ounces, so this is competitive with my grocery store. Just threw it in there because I needed it. I have been needing a baking powder. I wish I had gotten two. I'll have to get one again this next time. $5.11. I don't care what it costs. I'm buying it. This is the only place that I can find the aluminum-free baking powder. My local grocery stores do not sell it. So I always get it from Azure, and I should have gotten two of them. Stocking up on some baking products because although it's not fall time yet, and I do not want to even think about fall time. I can't stand it when people start talking about fall time in July. It literally drives me crazy. But because I'm meal prepping, I am thinking about what am I going to want in September and October so that I can prepare. So I do have plans to make like some pumpkin muffins and some cinnamon rolls to put in the freezer so that I have them for that time, for postpartum baby time. So I did need some brown sugar, and I also bought some cocoa powder. I was totally out of both of those. I purchased a 5-pound bag of organic brown sugar for $9.34, and I purchased a 1-pound bag of cocoa powder for also organic for $12.89. So needed both of those things. Yes, I know I can make my own brown sugar. I'm not doing that right now, so I bought it. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself a little grace. Oh, and I have purchased the brown sugar and the cocoa powder and the baking powder and the cheese. I've not purchased the ketchup before, but it's ketchup. I imagine it's probably gonna be fine. I love the Kirk's brand hand soap. So I get one of these every single time, and I was just thinking, after this order was already placed, I thought I should look and see if Azure offers a refill container, like a bigger container, so I don't have to keep buying these, and I can just refill it. But it is coconut oil and aloe vera, lemon and eucalyptus scented hand wash from the brand Kirk's. I've been getting it now for several months, and I really like it. The price on this is $4.99 for a 12-ounce pump of it, and got another one of those. And then I just got two more things here. I have been hunting for a better laundry detergent. I don't want to make my own laundry detergent. I know you can. I know it's easy. I just really don't want to. And so I also don't want to use like Tide or any of those, you know, conventional brands that have all the stuff. I'm trying to source better products. I'm there with food. I'm not there with anything else. I'm not there with my beauty products. I'm not there with my household products. I'm not there with really anything except food. So I'm trying to get better. It just takes so much research, and you end up going down these rabbit holes, and it's so stressful. So I get a little at a time. But I wanted to tackle laundry detergent because I have all these baby clothes that I've been washing, and it was really stressing me out. I was like, I don't want to use Tide on these. What am I going to use? And so I finally was able to order some laundry detergent. It's the Azure Clean brand, and it's the Sweet Zephyr liquid laundry detergent. I get the fragrance free. I never get things fragranced. And I read the reviews. I was reading what people were saying about it, and they really liked the formula. They really liked how it was cleaning their clothes, etc. So this is new for me. I'm trying it out, and I hope I really like it. Very last thing, again, I'm trying to source better products. Being pregnant has made me really aware of the various products that I've been using. Toothpaste is one of those. I read a book that was talking about how damaging fluoride could be, and it freaked me out. So I ended up getting this Earth Powder mineral tooth powder, and it's a tooth powder. You like dip your toothbrush in it, and it's powder. It's also a Redmond product, which is why I pulled the trigger on it, because I really trust Redmond. I like their products. The ingredients are just bentonite clay, non-GMO xylitol, sea salt, activated charcoal, peppermint essential oil, and menthol. So, I mean, that's just a handful of ingredients compared to, you know, regular toothpaste. I've never used a tooth powder before, so this is very, very new for me, and I'm excited to give it a shot. And let me give you some prices here. The laundry detergent was 128 fluid ounces for $29.84, which is a little expensive, but it's hopefully a good product. And the tooth powder, this is 1.8 ounces. I have no idea how long this is supposed to last or how long it will last me, and it was $12.11. So yeah, this is what I've got going on this time. A few things to stock up on, like the tomato products and the baking products and the seasonings and the laundry detergent, but then a few others are products for me to try, like the Re-Lyte and the tooth powder. And then, of course, a lot of it was for my bevies, my beverages. But yeah, I always like making these videos because there's a variety of different products that you can try. And then also I just like telling people about Azure. I love Azure. I've been shopping with them for years now. And if you have a drop local to you, I absolutely recommend. Even if you don't do it for, these are all kind of smaller things. I get my 25, 50 pound bags of wheat berries and sugar and flour and oats and cornmeal and salt, and you can get big bulk quantities of really good quality products for a great price, and you just go pick it all up at once, and it's great. So I have other videos on this. I will link those down in the description if you want more information. I have a link that I'll put for shopping just generally with Azure, and if you use that link to shop, it does help me at no extra cost to you. I'm also going to have all of these individual products linked in the description in case any really stood out to you. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have faith and keep moving forward. Bye.